Thank you, girls. That was beautiful. All right, the next act is Linnae and Company and her absolutely most awesome performance. How about now? They hear me. It's kind of creepy. Okay, I'm going to explain a little first what's going on here. Like, everybody in this skit is from a different state pretty much, so like we didn't have any time to practice, so it's going to be kind of interesting trying to do all this. I'm going to quote what's happening and they're going to act it out. Those of you who have watched Veggie will recognize this immediately as blatant plagiarism. The rest of you probably wouldn't notice until I said anything. So, are you guys ready back there? Are you ready? How about now? Okay, here we go. Ready? The sun always shone on the mountains of Fibble. The wind and the rains never came. To call the place beautiful, no one would quibble, though hard on the feet they'd exclaim. But high in those hills, past the rocks and the rubble, so high that the clouds were below, sat two tiny towns that were nothing but trouble. As you listen, you'll see that it's so. Now the town to the west that thought it was best bore the name Flibberoloo, for the women and men since 1710 have worn on their heads one large shoe. Now in town number 2, one big shoe would do, so the people of Gibberty Lot would look down and bellow at shoe-headed fellow and place on their own heads a pot. For days without end these two neighbors would bicker as to whose headgear was best, and the shoes and the pots would fly ever thicker from morning to night without rest. Now not all who live in these two little cities was angry and bitter and vile. Some would write poems and sing happy ditties and greet all their friends with a smile. One Flibian fellow, who's not ready yet, one Flibian fellow who hated to fight, tried hard not to act like a mobster. While pots crashed around him from morning to night, he'd just play with his pet wind-up lobster. Well, they kept to themselves and they'd talk and they'd talk, until one day he said, "Hey, let's go for a walk. I'm tired of lying around like a squid. I want to go out there." So that's what he did. The shoe-headed boy and his blue plastic friend walked out of the town and began to descend to the dark rocky valley between the two cities, away from their friends and their light-hearted ditties. But neither the toy nor the boy with the shoe could see the disaster about to ensue. We're working on it. Pause. Okay, neither the toy nor the boy with the shoe could see the disaster about to ensue. For up in those rocks, hidden just out of sight, were 6 beady eyes filled with anger and spite. 6 beady eyes watched our hero meander, 2 shifty crooks and their ruthless commander. "Oh, look what good fortune," the nasty one said. "Here comes a poor fool with a shoe on his head. I bet he's got money. I bet he's got gold. Or maybe some jewelry he'd like us to hold. Whatever the booty, I think I could stand it. Why, that's what I live for. That's why I'm a bandit." And then they attacked him from under their rock. First they knocked off his shoe, then they knocked off his sock. But what they did next was extremely unfunny. Why, they shook him so hard that he dropped his milk money. "Hey," he protested, "I don't like your ilk. How will I grow strong if I don't drink my milk?" But they didn't care, they'd accomplished their goal. So they put our friend down, stuck his head in a hole, and ran off with his money, every last nickel, and yelled back as they left, "See you around, silly pickle." Oh, things looked pretty grim for our Flibian buddy. His head in the hole, his shoe bent and muddy. You Larry. Oh, then he said with a moan, well, I guess I'm alone. But this was a loneliness he'd never known. His friends were far off, his lobster was missing, the sound he could hear was just the wind hissing. Is it wrong? Sorry, rewind. Sorry, I totally forgot my line there. Okay, now, I forgot it. Anyway, so, okay. Oh yeah. Things looked pretty grim for our Philippian buddy, his head in a hole, his shoe bent and muddy. I didn't do that part. Sorry. Anyway,
Oh, just keep going.
yes, okay. Anyway, but wait, were those footsteps? Oh, could it be true? Along came the mayor of Flibberolu. Of anyone, surely he'd help the poor soul. Hello, said the boy with his head in a hole. Oh my, said the mayor, observing the shoe. A fellow in need, and he's Flibbian too. Oh no, I'm sorry, I did it wrong again. Hello, said the boy with his head in the hole. I seem to have fallen. I seem to be stuck. But now that you're here, well, I guess I'm in luck. And then the mayor says, oh my, oh dear, says the mayor, observing the shoe. A fellow in need, and he's Flibbian too. Young man, I see your dire situation, and please rest assured that I share your frustration. But how can I put this? Oh, what can I say? Ah, maybe you'll understand better this way.
Oh, I'm busy, busy, dreadfully busy, more than a bumblebee, more than an ant. Busy, busy, horribly busy, much, much too busy for you.
As soon as the mayor had finished his song, a Flibbian doctor came strolling along. Out of my way, she said, starting to slide. If you and your pickle would please step aside, I'm very important, I can't stand and chat. Why, he's not my pickle, I found him like that. Besides, he protested, I'm noteworthy too. Why, I am the mayor of Flibberolu. I see, said the doctor, then you'll understand. Without an appointment, I can't lend a hand. They're folks with bronchitis, kids with the flu, she said to the mayor of Flibberolu. If I'm not mistaken, you're quite busy too. Well, they talked about schedules, compared daily planners, till finally a voice said, please pardon my manners, I don't mean to bug you. I see that you're busy, but being inverted has made me quite dizzy. The two other Philippians paused for a while. They looked at each other, then said with a smile,
We're busy, busy, dreadfully busy. You've no idea what I have to do. Busy, busy, shockingly busy, much, much too busy for you. 'Cause we're busy, busy, dreadfully busy, more than a bumblebee, more than an ant. Busy, busy, horribly busy, much, much too busy for you. We'd love to help you.
oh, it was just awful. How could they desert their Flibbian friend with his head in the dirt? That's it then, I'm finished. I'll die here down under. If they would not help me, then who would, he wondered. But wait, no. Someone else on the road up ahead. Would they help a friend beaten up, left for dead? Oh look, on his head he forgot his pots. On his head, not a shoe but a pot. Why, this little guy was from Gibberty Lot. Would he help a Flibbian? Certainly not. The boy with the pot saw a friend with a shoe. Oh look, he exclaimed, he's from Flibberolu. Why, they think we're garbage. They pelt us with shoes. Why should I care if he's beaten and bruised? But out here in the wild, his chances are slim. If I was in need, would I want help from him? He looked at the boy and he looked at the shoe, and then in his heart he knew what to do.
He may be Flibian, that's plain to see, but God made him special, just like he made me. So he got him unstuck, and he picked up his shoe, and together they walked back to Flibberoloo. Just forget it. Out of the valley and back into town, where they stayed by his side till the doctor was found. We'll pretend this is Flibberoloo. Together they walked back to Flibberoloo. Oh my, said the doctor, he's wearing a pot. The little one there is from Jibbity Lot. You saved this fellow? You pulled him through it? I don't understand. Tell me, why did you do it?
He wears a shoe and I wear a hat, but when we look deeper there's more that we got. God made us special and now I can see if you're special to him, then you're special to me. Love
Your neighbor. When someone helps you, then you'll understand. When you love your neighbor, loving means lending a hand.
All of these things are part.
Someone who's hurt or in need, maybe it's time to perform a good deed. And when you're finished, you'll find that it's true. When you make them feel better, you'll feel better too.
Oh, here, let me help you.
Love your neighbor. When someone helps you, then you'll understand. When you love your neighbor, loving means lending a hand.
So the boy with the pot gave the doctor some money to pay for the cucumber's bill. And the mayor cried out with his eyes moist and runny, I'm touched by his act of goodwill. If this little guy can take care of his brother when he lives in one town and he in the other, then why can't we all try to help one another? And love will surround our fair hill. And now when you visit the mountains of Fibble, you won't see a shoe or a pot. Instead, they throw flowers and candy to nibble. I bet that you like it a lot.
You got the good stuff.
Yeah, here, I can.
Take them with one of these. Yeah.
I'm right. I didn't.